There can be some confusion between these two terms, hosts and nodes, and various authors use them differently. Various references and definitions define them differently, and so it can get real confusing. Let's take a look at these two terms. A host is most typically used when we're talking about end-user devices, something that has an IP address, for example, such as a computer, a printer, and so forth. So a host, think end-user device. Nodes often are used for infrastructure devices, routers, sometimes switches, again, depending on the definition you're reading. So not end-user devices that also participate in directing the traffic on the internet or on a network in some way. Now, RFC 8200, which is the IPv6 RFC, defines it this way. A node, a device that implements IP version 6. A host, any node that is not a router. And a router is a node that forwards IPv6 packets that are not explicitly addressed to itself. Now, a router does have IP addresses. In fact, every node, or I should say every connection to a router, is on a different network, and every one of those interfaces on that router has an IP address. So, in other words, if a packet comes into that router and it's destined for some other computer on another network, well, it's not addressing that interface on the router itself. It's addressing the remote device that it's trying to reach. And so it's not explicitly addressed to the router. So that's what they mean by that. So here's the way that we will use it, since there's no real other better way to describe it. I will try to be consistent, although I may use them interchangeably sometimes by accident, but I will try to use the terms such that hosts are end-user devices, nodes are all those things in between. Now, things like firewalls, in that case, would be considered nodes, whereas printers, PCs, phones, smart devices, smart refrigerators, and so on, would all be considered hosts. So that's how I'll use them throughout this course.